Welcome back to my channel, where I talk about all things planning, journaling, and stationaries. I am currently back in Japan and enjoying a life by the river. I am also enjoying travel logging. I have been trying to open my planners and notebooks almost every other day or so that I can record what we have done, what we have ate, how we felt, all the things onto the paper. So in this video, I want to share how I have been doing it even during the trip with two active boys, which means finding a quiet time can be challenging, and how I am trying to lower the expectation so that it becomes something doable and fun for me. So if you have followed me or saw my other videos, this is a Filofax that I have been enjoying since March. I have specifically arranged all the inserts for the trip. That is shared in my preparation for the trip video. So please, if you missed it, you can see it from the link there. So out of all the planning that I did in terms of planning in planner inserts, this 1 page a day, a freebie from Puffin Page Co. is a main pillar of my travel logging. This is a daily planner, but I'm using it for a log. So as you can see, there's a big section on the left hand where it says morning, afternoon, and evenings. That I am writing what we ate, and the right hand side looks like kind of list section. So on the top side, I would jot down basic appointment or the main event of the day. And then after that, this has been an exciting journey, but I decided to note some things I noticed for our boys. So we've got 5-year-old and almost 2-year-old, and throughout the trip, they are experiencing so many new things, or they are reunited with their grandparents or the cousins. So I'm just trying to log how each of them has reacted to all the activities, or even just to Japanese food or their culture. And it's been quite an interesting to have a section for each of the boys so that I can kind of go through our day from the lens of capturing how they reacted to all the fun things that we do. And if I have extra minutes, I would set up for the next day, write down the date on the top, and jot down the appointment or the planned events. And that's it for the planner side. So the other item I brought for my trip is this traveler's notebook. To be honest, I did debate whether to take this or just take the Filofax only in the beginning, but as I am on the trip, why not take the traveler's notebook? So here it is, and I have put this Narita Airport limited edition notebook, which is beautiful. And this is the calendar I have written before the trip when I was very excited. And here are the tickets from the trip. You might hear the cats screaming from the back. And this is the hotel where we stayed when we just landed in Japan. And this is the domestic flights that we took inside Japan. And I'm keeping a few space for writing in the future. This is, I had to buy a pyjama, the new pyjama for myself. So we dashed to Uniqlo when we just got back. And this is when we got to Kobe. I did a stamp at the stations. And I'm so excited how this notebook is going to be during the trip. And the second insert I have inside the traveler's notebook cover is this sticker release notebook that I started using maybe a week or so before the trip, so that I can carry my stickers with me to the trip. And this is actually super great. First of all, it was so nice to just stick everything. That was like my, I don't know, some kind of therapy session. And then this gave me a more motivation to actually use the stickers that I got. Otherwise, I kind of keep them safe without using it forever. And to be honest, some of the stickers are very old, like more than like 5, 6, 7 year old. So this is a great occasion to actually see what I have, just to check the inventory, and then to carry them around so that I can stick onto wherever I want. And yeah, this will help me to actually use up all the stocks that I got. And also, one thing I noticed upon arrival, that whenever I look at some stationery goodies at the store, previous me would just jump in and buy all the stickers. But now I know that I have plenty here. There are less impulse to just go and get everything. So those two inserts are in my traveler's notebook. We had a chance to visit Japanese traditional festival in Kobe, and it was a great experience for all of us. We found a pocket of quiet time, so I am going to quickly update my traveler's notebook, where I stick all the goodies that I found throughout the trip. This afternoon, I am sharing a table with our son. So our trip back in Japan is a month long, so 4 weeks in total. So I have decided, even before I came back, that I am updating my travel log as much as possible on the go. The reasons are quite simple. The first one is that I don't lose all the snippets of my trip. I like collecting these, catalog stickers, stamps, and tickets throughout the trip. But since it's a long 4 week trip, if I gathered everything in one place for 4 weeks, it's gonna be too chaotic. And I don't think I can figure out which one goes to which day. So before I lose them, I decided to just go and stick them onto the notebook. And the other reason is that I don't want to lose the motivation and memories. So perhaps if I wait until the end and know the whole picture of what happens throughout the trip, I might be able to make a perfect travel journal. However, I would forget all the small snippets, especially for the first half of the trip. So rather than waiting for everything to end, I decided to just start logging them on the go. And it actually turned out to be a very beautiful moment of the day throughout the trip, where I can kind of sit down and reflect on what we've done and just enjoy notebook time for myself, even if I'm sharing a table with our son. And small thing I want to share is, as I go along and continue sticking things here and there, I am intentionally leaving some blank page in between. And this is because I want to print some pictures that I've been taking throughout the trip. So I am keeping some small pages here and there and see how the printing goes when I get a chance for it. I was gifted this sticker sheet, so I am trying to figure out what I want to do with it. As far as this notebook, I have noticed that getting rid of perfectionism or lowering the expectation how it want to be is the key, because like I said, I'm trying to like leave space here and there, but I don't know how many pictures I want to print, and things are not sure how it's gonna be, but I am making sure that this notebook happen rather than having a perfectly neat laid out travel log in the end. So yeah, I'm just sticking here and there, just enjoying capturing small bits and pieces throughout the trip and see how it goes. Here I am back in my Filofax, my daily log for the trip. This is daily, so I am trying to update almost daily, but not really daily, so every other day also. To be honest, I do backlog occasionally. I have given myself a grace that I am allowed to backlog for like a couple of days if I want. But I also don't want to make this a chore or like a burden during the trip, because, this is just for fun. So I have given myself a permission that if I skip a day or two, that's also very fine. But so far, I am enjoying this format. So I haven't missed a day so far. And I'm also enjoying this mini section on the right hand side where I capture small memories for both of our boys. And I really like this. So I don't know, I'm feeling I want to continue doing this even after the trip. So for the past 2 weeks, I have been enjoying making travel notebook, and I noticed a few tips I can share to whoever who are thinking about making a notebook like this. So first of all, reduce the number of notebook. I have decided to take only the Filofax and then the traveler's notebook, even the small passport size. And that was a great way to reduce the pressure of all the things of updating here and there. And then the second tip is to decide what information goes where beforehand, so that you can start logging them on the go from your day one. So for me, when I decided to take Filofax, I have printed this insert from Puffin Page Core. The reason why I love this is that it has a huge section for morning, afternoon, and evening where I jot down what we ate, which is great way for capturing memories, because that really reminds you of where you are, who you ate with, or which restaurant you went. And it's also a fact base, which means you don't really need to think or reflect about it. It's already a fact, so you just need to write it down and then it's done. So, and then the good things about this insert is it's already filling up like a 50% of the page. So just writing the facts is giving me a great satisfaction that I have filled up the page. And then for me, all the tickets and paper product and stamps goes to Traveler's Notebook. So whenever I get them, I can just stick them inside without wondering where should it go. So I have decided in advance, and that's why I was able to just get from the day one. And the last one is I have already shared somewhere in the video, but I have decided to ditch the perfectionism. I have already decided that I want to make a notebook, a travel notebook that's maybe not perfect, but that really happened, rather than thinking about making a nice notebook but never making it happen. So yeah, that's why I decided to just put things here and there on the go. So even if I don't find any time to write, at least I've got some notebook with all the information, all the tickets already stuck together, and that's already good enough. So yeah, that's how I've been trying to kind of balance the desire to make the notebook and also be a bit creative and secure a small pocket of me time throughout the trip. And so far, it's been great.